tomorrow.
So y'all took showers together, right?
No, but we be separated with swimming trunks.
That's what I mean. That's what I don't understand. Like, y'all had sleepovers before, right?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, but not like that. Like,
Yeah, so no, I didn't mean it like anything. I meant it like how y'all meant it. I want to sleep over too.
Yo, Ray J.
Yeah, that is Ray J. He funny as
But that's what I
hell.
meant. It's like if y'all was in the shower, then y'all was in the shower. Y'all took a shower together. So I'm like, well, shit, I'll take a shower with them niggas.
What
like,
the
on
fuck
stream,
is he
you know what I'm
talking?
saying?
Ultimately, I think that people get lost in the sauce quite often.
Ray J, what the fuck is wrong with you? Ew, bro.
You know we get them C notes, oh, but we don't get them Lego. Yo, plugs, best amigo. Call me Don Casino. Welcome to Casino's world, you can call it Vegas. Only real niggas and a lot of pretty ladies. Everybody going Scotty, everybody faded. All we do is stack them chips and leave the op.
What up, though? We're back. You already know we in the motherfucking building. I gotta quit cursing so much. I don't know why. I have such a bad habit. I curse like a sailor. I gotta take it easy. Today we are going to watch we're gonna watch OohMeezy's. Like, comment, follow, subscribe. I love y'all. We finna go up. Don't worry, man. Y'all finna be here for the whole journey. My mafia below, right? You tuned in with Don Casino. Let's go.
Talking about desktop streaming is dying. How is that even possible? It's just the you watching. And to be honest with you, FaZe.
Catch y'all up. So decided that he not doing IRL streaming. I don't blame him. This is as IRL as you gonna get on a regular basis. I mean, it gotta be something special for the IRL thing to pop off. And if motherfuckers is making that much bread, there's no reason for you to broadcast yourself like that. Your whereabouts, your comings and goings it's silly.
AMP and all them, they chilling, they good. These got all the resources, bro. These elites. Y'all know the elites. I'm talking about y'all new. Y'all are getting caught in the wave, y'all gonna die in.
With cable TV numbers going down and streaming numbers going up every single day, advertising dollars going up in the streaming every single day, and the biggest guest appearances and guest stars going to the streaming platforms as opposed to sitting down on somebody's couch on television nowadays, it seems like...
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When Kai Cenat first had all of those celebrities getting on his couch, I was kind of in awe, because I'm like, damn, who is this that's got this much clout that these people are coming to kick it with this little boy? Like, what's going on? You know, I found out sooner or later, as you know, he started getting bigger and bigger, but I was just like, y'all, you know, and they knew the wave before I did, of course, that this was the most impressionable way to reach a different type of audience. You know, make it seem super real life, super personal. You know what I mean?
Streaming has taken over something that nobody could have counted for when it first started. But I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. Now, hate it or love it, it's in the entertainers' playbooks in order to go onto these platforms, sit down with the Kai Cenats, sit down with the Neons of the world, and have a good old time while promoting their platform.
I genuinely think streaming's the wave right now. It's the new wave.
That's what I gotta get to. Fat ass living room just for streaming. Makeshift kennel in the corner for my doggies. Custom anime posters in the back. Slitting the eyebrow, real gangster. You know what I mean?
Streaming is officially mainstream in my opinion. And the reason I say this, because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, if you were on a TV show, if you were on this, on that, what would you do as soon as you were done to try to elevate yourself and build off the hype? You would go into like a music video or go on to like Ellen or a talk show or Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. Now, if you get out of a reality TV show like Love Island or Big Brother or any of these TV shows, what's the first thing they do? They're going off streams. Streaming has genuinely made its way mainstream. Rappers are trying to get on streams. Athletes are getting on streams. The reason all these
OohMeezy, I appreciate you for putting your box on that side and staying over there. That was really thoughtful of you. My boy.
Artists and actors and people from TV shows are going on streams. It's all thanks to Aiden, Kai, Lacey, and Speed. Those 4 streamers right there are the reason streaming is mainstream and is the reason people are going on to streams.
Now, there are a plethora of reasons as to why people are gravitating towards streaming and it being the new mainstream thing to do. For some way, shape, form, or fashion, streaming watchers are watching content longer than ever. They're watching the streams for 1.5 hours on average, which I thought we were supposed to be a short attention span, you know, society nowadays. But for some reason, these folks are tapped into these streams. From an entertainment.
And I just started, ever since live became a thing, I wasn't gonna go live unless some shit was popping off, you know. And I haven't. You know, I went live the other day for the first time ever on TikTok because I had just had a fucking accident or something. I can't remember if it was an accident or they was taking my car. But I got on live. It was an accident, I think. Maybe. But they staying on that long because if it's really in real life, I would assume that you gotta wait for some shit to pop off. That's why you seeing people clip farming. Motherfuckers is waiting on entertainment to be sick. That's why the IRL shit crazy, because you gonna do crazy shit to keep your numbers high when you could just chill.
Perspective, it makes sense why they would go and gravitate towards streaming, because all these fields aren't producing as much money as streaming outside of like the sports and stuff like that. But the ones like rappers that people thought made a lot of money back in the day just aren't making as much money as streamers are.
A lot of these niggas just blow that money. They don't know how to invest money. You feel what I'm saying? I invest that money, go grab properties, go do this, go do that, but I still ain't signed yet. So me and my team, them boys just grab all my money. I get my publishing, I get my BMI, I get, you feel me? I get my YouTube check, I get everything still. Right. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's smooth. But these niggas signing, so you understand, they get $1 million, they ain't get another $1 million for 3 or 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really slavery. On some real shit, like, it's a fucked up thing.
Lil Shimmy broke it down so eloquently as to how rappers are signing what he dubs as slave deals in order to make a lot of money. You know, he sees $1 million one time, he doesn't see it for the next 3 years. While Agent 00 at Streamer University is reporting that he makes $321,000+ a month off Twitch. People like Azam Gold, they're making $300,000 on Kick and simultaneously making $32,000 a month on Twitch. I mean, that in and of itself would be a reason to fire up the camera and start reacting to stuff. I would think you might have to catch me on Twitch. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Another thing that is coming out of this is major collaborations. Now,
catch me on Twitch, y'all. Follow. I ain't did it today or yesterday. What's going on? Why a beep beep? Why I get a beep beep? Man, I'm gonna be motherfucking pissed if my camera was acting a fool. The fucking out of here!
Seeing Neon be with Iggy Azalea. I'm seeing AMP be in Target with their Tone deodorants, and I'm seeing Kai Cenat literally everywhere. He was on the cover of Time magazine not too long ago as one of the top 100 creators. I just don't know any other rapper or athlete who's been on Times outside of like LeBron James or Jay-Z, like super big athletes. But now we're seeing this new and diverse community and subsection of entertainment hop into these mainstream spheres and do things that it took rappers and entertainers and ball players and all that stuff years to do in just a short amount of time. It's quite amazing, actually. So I can understand why a lot of people would gravitate towards streaming. It's hella lucrative. It's hella cool. You get all the huzz, you know, you get to do these big, major, crazy events and stuff like that. But the question is, and it's one that So Illuminati brought up at the beginning of the video, is how sustainable is this?
The shit that y'all seeing is not sustainable. A lot of y'all don't know. You knew and you already thinking, you need to be doing IRLs, nigga. You are a fucking bot. You're gonna fall off. Bro, the IRL streaming shit is so overstimulated, so oversaturated. All you see is scripts now. Y'all trying too hard, and subconsciously, a lot of y'all niggas is competing with each other, but y'all don't know it because it ain't personal. But we see it. I don't, bro, listen. My life is so fucking, bro, listen. My life is completely boring compared to y'all. I can't compete with y'all niggas, and I don't want to have nothing to do with that energy. You have regular new people going around who just started streaming and they already feel pressure like they need to be doing IRLs.
Yeah.
You can't afford it.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah. So Illuminati said a lot right there.
And then I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. So that's another thing. I guess you would call it IRL streaming because I do the reactions while I DoorDash if I got my setup right. But that shit is hard. That shit is so much for the editing and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult than a mug, man. And so I don't do it like that. I'm gonna do it more when I figure out the perfect setup because I know there's an easier way to do it, but I just got to get my shit together.
And I want to tackle it piece by piece because it's something that we've been seeing for a while. And this happens in all industries. It's happened in crypto, cars, Airbnb, et cetera, where there is a rush to get into this gold mine of a world. Trust me, I've had people proposition me to come and set up their streams, and I've thrown up like stupid amounts of money in order for them to sign up. And they've literally just said yes. But this stuff that they are doing is not sustainable. And just like every other bubble before it, .com, real estate, whatever the case may be, it will burst. First and foremost, IRL content has an expense problem. It is much more expensive to do IRL content versus sitting behind a desk.
Y'all know how expensive it is to keep up with content creation?
You
could get a 10K check from Twitch. What the fuck is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup shit, fucking $2,000 on your rent, fucking $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the clippers, pay a YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing I be going into negative doing this shit, okay?
Now, most people don't know this. Who am I kidding? A lot of people know this. I used to do some production work for AMP and hang out with the guys and stuff like that. And I remember talking to Agent 00 one time about the reason about going to Twitch and streaming as a medium for the content as opposed to making long form videos. And he broke it down pretty simple to me. He said, Omar, we could spend hours of a day or an entire day planning a video, and then we could spend an entire day shooting a video, traveling to the site, getting the content, et cetera, et cetera. Then we could give the footage to an editor to spend another day doing the video, editing it up, making sure it looks good, et cetera, just to upload it for it to flop. In totality, if we factor in time and then if we factor in expenses,
send your soul to the rivers of the... Let me go.
it becomes something that doesn't seem like it's a good trade-off because ultimately it could flop in the algorithm. With that being said, the counter to that is sitting at a desk, you know, streaming for 3 to 18 hours and getting off as many clips as possible. I don't think people realize how many 8-minute clips can go into a 60-minute recording session, let alone doubling and tripling and quadrupling that. But now we're getting to the point where content creation from a streaming perspective has to come with some sort of expense. People are going out and doing big, lavish, and extravagant things, making it cost just as much, if not more, than when they were creating actual YouTube videos.
You know, I want to thank everyone for coming out, you know, on this trip. Everyone took times out of their days. They took times out of their families to, you know, come on this trip with me, man. You know, I envisioned it to be something insane, but you know, it's just not what it came out to be. You know, I think still some of the content's been good, but yeah, man, you know, it's been getting really fucking expensive. We've done 5 streams and we almost spent like fucking 200K. You know, we got to cut the cost down. You know, and I just feel like there's too many people.
I know that there's operational costs in a business, but at the end of the day, that is mad excessive. It's just way too much. But the sad part about it is that is the price to being the streamers when you do IRL content specifically. And this is also related to the money spending aspect where everybody feels like they have to one-up each other. But this one is from a pure emotional standpoint. Streamers feel like now they have to be online more than ever. They have to give more content now more than ever. And ultimately, they have to fall in line with these tropes or for these lifestyles or whatever the case may be now more than ever. And it's impacting two communities specifically, the chopped community and the woman community.
I'm just irritated. I feel like my name just gets slandered.
Who specifically is the chopped community? Y'all tell me down in the chat, in the comments, you know.
There's so much, and I really don't be doing nothing. Like, I literally don't be doing nothing. It's just always something. When it comes to my name, it's just always something. Like, it's so rare that I see positive stuff about me.
At the bottom down there, I thought that shit said condom.
And I literally don't do nothing. Like, nothing could get worse than that. So it's just like, all the hate and everything, like, nothing affects me no more. Like, it's like I have no feelings no more. All right, y'all, I'm finna just end for a little bit.
Ohio.
What the fuck?
You need your what? What the fuck did you just say? No, get up, get close.
Now, if you're new to this channel, then you probably don't know my stance on this, but I am a proponent of you being able to control your community, you being able to cultivate the environment that you are streaming and creating content in, et cetera, et cetera. Well, it seems that inherently speaking, this streaming all the time IRL content world that we're, stepping into is letting things go left, right, and sideways. Kaya, Dabo, and many other women and chopped people on the internet who are getting into streaming are following.
I know what the chop community is because I remember Dabo talking about him being ugly and shit.
Victims to tropes that ultimately can be probably summed up as humiliation rituals. Now, all of them are laced in things like misogyny and colorism, et cetera, et cetera. But ultimately, these people have to fall in line and play into these tropes because that's what gets you pushed out to the masses. That's what continues to further the clips. That's what continues to happen. So now you have Dabo willingly, calling himself chopped, calling himself ugly, and willing to let a woman put hands on him continuously in order to get clicks and content off. You have Kaya consistently and constantly being sexualized on camera and people calling her out left, right, and sideways, names, all that other stuff like that. And then when you don't fall in line with the tropes, you end up like a Wendy Ortiz or Silky's ex, where now that community is disowning you because you won't fall in line with their forever content cycle.
Yo.
Now, I know we just did a video on Wendy, but who turned their back on her? What's going on? Talk to me, Meezy. Talk to me.
How did the subs keep dropping? I thought we just reached 4K. Refund and it reset.
Now, I think that this is something that could be easily mitigated by creating different types of content and not always giving access to your full self to the camera and to the audience. But hey, this might be just the price of fame for this. And speaking of the price, it's going to continue to go up as more and more people delve deep and figure out that, hey, streaming is a way for us to get as much content out there as possible. I'm starting to see more and more celebrities actively take interest and want to invest in making streaming content. We're talking about the Nicki Minaj's of the world, the Kyrie Irvings of the world, the India Loves of the world that are now hopping into streaming with an already built platform, backing from everything else, and starting to really put pressure on the game because they have access, connections, and resources that a lot of these younger streamers just don't have.
Okay. I thought it was something that you had to do like weekly or
I feel like your fan base, your community, they I know how active you are and stuff like on Twitter. Like you can kind of do it on your own time. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So perfect. When you get off live, text me so we can talk about some other stuff real quick when you get a chance.
Of course. I got you, Nikki. It's a pleasure to connect and talk.
You too. Thank you. And bye.
Bye, Nikki.
Hey, India's chat. Hey. I'm glad you're finally streaming.
I know.
Because back then we talked about it. Well, I don't know why you're thanking me. We talked about it, and now you're doing it.
Well,
W India in the fucking chat.
I thank you because you helped me get here.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
How?
You made a few calls and then helped me, like,
I always knew you had it in you.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay. What do you want?
Streamer.
What do you want?
Streamer.
Yo, do you want me to show you on stream or no?
No.
I love you, man. Call me tomorrow.
So y'all took showers together, right?
No, but we be separated with swimming trunks.
That's what I mean. That's what I don't understand. Y'all had sleepovers before, right?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, but not like that. Like.
Yeah, so no, I didn't mean it like anything. I meant it like how y'all meant it. I want to sleep over too.
Yo, Ray J. Yeah, that is Ray J. He's funny as hell.
That's what I meant. It's like if y'all was in the shower, then y'all was in the shower. Y'all took a shower together. So I'm like, well, shit, I'll take a shower with them niggas.
What
like,
the fuck is he talking?
Ultimately, I think that people get lost in the sauce quite often.
Ray J, what the fuck is wrong with you? Ew, bro.
Whenever something popular emerges. You know, when YouTube vlogs were popping, everybody felt like they needed to be like DDG, Casey Neistat, Logan and Jake Paul, or Emma Chamberlain. And they did everything in their power to try to emulate and imitate these people. And it worked for some people, but it just ultimately did not work. Same thing when they made long form videos. Everybody wanted to imitate Mr. Beast. And then you saw them lose their soul and ultimately fall off because of this. You see, there's a pattern that I'm trying to establish. Every time that we get into the bubble of content creation, whatever bubble it may be, it ultimately pops in the end because everybody tries to emulate and imitate that. I'm starting to see two bubbles and two trends right now where people are losing their selves and their personalities behind chasing content creation fame. It's the streaming bubble that we've been talking about. And also I saw this one video where this woman was like, you should create 300 TikToks in a month if you're being serious. 300 TikToks in a month, 10 TikToks a day? You should be getting a job. You should be working out. You should be doing anything else besides creating 10 TikToks a day in order to be able to make a life in content.
Hey, I heard that before though. What the fuck? What? I know fucking well. Man, if this damn camera been acting a fool, I'm finna be blue. Matter of fact, let's just plug it up. God damn, that was gonna be my clip for my opening. The motherfucking one with this freaky ass nigga Ray J. God damn it. I just look. I ain't had gung that time though. Man, don't piss me off. Video almost over, guys. We're gonna do one more, but we might do two more. But let's just wrap this up. We got 1 minute.
Content creation. There are ramifications that people do not talk about when they dedicate their lives to content. And it's something that's going to play out over time and stuff that when commentary channels talk about, when streamers, you know, talk about their burnout or whatever their case may be, it just gets swept up under the rug. But I'm here to tell you, people do get burnt out about this stuff.
When I tell y'all I was going through it, I was really going through it, bro. Like dead ass, bro, by day 10, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through the rest of these 20 days. Nigga, I'm having nights where I'm in the bathroom, like, just bawling my eyes out. Like,
it's a lot of unnecessary pressure that's being placed upon people in order to become famous through this whole streaming game. And whether you have sympathy for them or not, it doesn't really matter. But just heed my warning. You don't have to be like everyone else. And so Illuminati said this in the conclusion of the clip at the beginning of the video, that you can be yourself. If you're a desktop streamer, you're a desktop streamer. If you are a TikToker, whatever you are as a creator, be yourself. But the way that IRL...
I like, comment, follow, subscribe. Let's just watch the next one. Come watch the next one with me. Come watch the next one with me. Come watch the next one. I love y'all. Peace.